Good morning, everybody. I'm back with another weekly garden update. So last week we had the heat wave, which was about 4 days of 100-degree temperature, high humidity, no rain. And then we had 2 days of tornado weather, where it just rained for like an hour and a downpour like 2 inches, and it kind of like killed off a lot of like plants in the area. But my plants managed to thrive. Well, most of them did. The hyacinths have kind of pretty much just about disappeared. So this is what they look like now. There's still a little bit of green in there. But that's what they look like now. They'll pretty much be dried up and gone by next week. And the hyacinths on this side, which is actually kind of something I wanted to show you guys, is these are the hyacinth bulbs here, and they're pretty much, when you have bulb plants like this, like the tulips and stuff, or yeah, the tulips, they're pretty much right below the surface. And I actually want to put some dirt on this to cover it up to protect them from the sun, so I'm just gonna do that right now. Just put some fresh dirt on them. And that should be enough to cover them up from the sun. But what I wanted to do is, I'll get to it, but the rose plant here is actually getting a lot of fresh leaves and stuff on it. So this is all fresh growth down here. After I deadheaded them last week, they started to really like sprout new leaves, like all right here, up here. You could actually tell, like right where I deadheaded them, right under is where all the fresh growth is starting to happen. Like right about there. So that's what happened when I deadheaded them. Another tip that I want to show you guys is that if you're ever had that problem with the rose sawflies or other bugs, you can come out at night time at like at dusk or something, and if you bring a flashlight, I've been doing it with the flashlight on my phone, but if you bring a flashlight, you could like poke it underneath the leaves and you can't really see, but you could actually do it like this and you could see the outline of the bugs if they're underneath, so you don't have to sit there and flip every leaf over. And that's a good way to check for like bugs and other things like that. But while I'm here, since my plants did so good over the heat wave and everything, I kind of wanted to give them like a little treat. So what I got over here in these cups, I have banana water, and it's just bananas sitting in water for a few days. And it's got potassium and other like nutrients. I made a video earlier, like a bunch of videos ago, about the benefits of banana water, and I kind of want to feed my plants some banana water for making it through. And I'm just gonna pour this into a watering can. Make sure it's all out there. And I'm gonna add water to it. And I'm gonna water my plants as I go through. That's good. So the rose plant is doing really good. Just give it plenty of water. Oh, I already wet the ground. You don't want to give like water that's got nutrients on it onto completely dry soil, because the water is just going to bead off. So you want to like just moisten it a little bit and then come through and give water, so that way the nutrients can get into the water and not just be wasted. Now the tiger lily over here is actually doing really good. I've been seeing a lot of people's like tiger lilies that they have started sprouting, and mine has gotten like really thick and like been shooting up a lot of different leaves and stuff. So I think really shortly this tiger lily is gonna start sending up a shoot and hopefully blossom soon. And I kind of noticed when I did my tulips were about a week or two behind like everybody else's, and they blossomed just as good as the other ones. So I'm thinking the tiger lily and my other plants will probably be about a week or two behind other people's blossoms. So I just want to give them plenty of banana water. And kind of zoom in on them. And still creating new shoots and everything. And moving over to the first cardinal plant. So this cardinal plant, it used to be thick like the other one over there on the other side. But I realized that something happened at the beginning of the season, and it was a squirrel. And a squirrel came by and dug up right here and like took out a lot of the seedlings that were there, and it had buried like some nuts here, some walnuts, and that's probably what happened, why this one isn't as thick as the other one. So I'm just gonna give this one some banana water. It's gonna be hot today, so they're gonna need plenty of water. And then moving on over to the irises. Now I've been noticing something strange about the irises. They're definitely getting really thick, and they're kind of like almost like curling or like curving. This iris right here used to be straight like this, and now it's kind of like the bottom parts here are kind of like turning inwards and curving. And same thing with this one. And this one also. It used to be perfectly straight, but now it's curving. So that's quite interesting. I almost think that this one is probably going to start... Concrete truck. I almost think that this one's probably going to start blossoming soon along with the tiger lilies. Make sure to get these plenty of water, or banana water. You don't want to pour too much too quickly. Make sure it absorbs into the ground. And I'm going to get some to the pansies. And the pansies are actually looking very good. Pansies don't like warm temperatures. They don't like temperatures over 80 degrees. So for them to survive like a whole heat wave, 100+ degree temperatures, and still looking like this, they faded just a little bit, but they haven't died out, and they actually still look like they're growing some. So I'm actually quite amazed by that. They're more of a spring and like a fall plant. They really don't do good in the summertime. And while I'm here, I'm going to just kind of finish this off. So I got another cup over there. Here's a second cup of banana water. This is for the second half of the plants. But yeah, if you want to like learn about the banana water, you could check out the previous video I made about it. Let me go grab the hose. And that should be good right about there. And this bush lily, these ones are kind of fading, and I think I know why. And that's because it's growing another set of blossoms right there. So the plant's probably using its energy on these and not so much on these anymore. But let's move on. Before I water this one, check out how big this cardinal plant has gotten just in the last week. The stalks are like really thick too. Let me back it up just a little bit. And the top parts are starting to get ready to send the shoots up. So like any day now, these will start sending out their shoots. So let me just give it plenty of water. And I've been watering, because of the heat wave, I've been watering every single morning. I come out and just drench them. And then this tiger lily is actually creating a lot more growth too, just like the other one. This is all fresh right here. All fresh big sprouts on it. Even the little one right here is doing, I can't really see. The little one right here is doing good, and then there's one behind it doing good too. So just keep giving it some water. Let it soak in. And I don't really got too much water left, so I'm just gonna give it leftover to these violets here. And then now that I'm done with that, I'm just gonna take the hose and give it just a light sprinkling. Make sure all that water gets soaked down in there. If you just let the banana water sit on the top, it's gonna just attract a lot of flies. So I like to give it a rinse down after to make sure all the water, all the banana water and its nutrients sink down. But yeah, there's a little weekly garden update, everybody. Have a good day.